Today's country and your all-time favorites. 95.1 The Bull. Rob gets in the bullpen with our community conversation this morning, brought to you by Floyd County Medical Center, fcmc.us.com. Joining me in the studio today from Tripoli Fire Department, I have Chief Kyle Kirchoff joining us and Marv Christensen as well. Guys, thanks for joining me here this morning.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity.
Absolutely. So let's kick off with you, Kyle. What we got coming up here this weekend?
Sure. Yeah, Saturday afternoon, 5:30. Gates will open down at Tripoli Fire Station. Live music, not free food. Food, music, beverages. Good time.
Very good. And of course, it's something, that's kind of near and dear, and especially some like to call it's kind of like an Iowa thing. The street dance is something that's kind of been passed on from generation to generation.
Yeah. So we were talking earlier this morning. I remember growing up, my dad's been a firefighter for over 35 years now. I remember going down to Tripoli Fire for their street dance. Some of us generational firefighters are now into the service and talked about bringing it back. So here we are.
Very good. Very good. So, of course, we'll talk with you, Kyle, and Marv about some of the various festivities for the street dance here. And you kind of just reigniting the excitement of just a couple of years ago. You had your 125th.
Yeah. So 2 years ago was 125th. We put every effort we had into it, except Mother Nature did not cooperate. But still, in the rain, we had people out there singing along, dancing along. So pray for better weather this time around, but we're doing it all over again.
All right. And I'll throw it to you, Kyle or Marv. Either one of you guys want to speak up about some of the festivities that will be going through the night here. Of course, the entertainment. What kind of entertainment you guys got coming up for that evening, Saturday?
So I believe the first act will hit the stage at 6:00. It's a kind of a one-guy show. And then followed by that would be Mike Bernard in the Midwest Made. He plays a lot of country music. He does a lot of his own music as well.
Very good. Some of that good old throwback stuff, a little bit of the 90s. That'd be fun. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff there. And some of the stuff that we'll be seeing on site, what do we expect there, food, drink-wise?
So we'll have a Wiley Coyote Grill will be there, Striker Barbecue, M&S Vending out of Lawler, and Hightail Ice Cream, because who doesn't like ice cream?
I know, right? You're going to need something after you have your belly full of barbecue, so kind of
right.
cool off that. Put that that acid reflux at bay, or that maybe that's just me. Rob gets in the studio. We heard, of course, Marv Christensen joining us and Kyle Kirchoff joining us from Tripoli Fire Department. And with the proceeds in mind there, where are they going to for this year for the street dance?
Yeah, so the street dance really is the kickoff of our multi-year project here. So to try and dumb this down, every firefighter wears an air bottle on his back when we go into a structure fire, car fire, anything where we shouldn't be breathing the atmosphere. We wear an air pack back there, which means we have a compressor in the station. Our current compressors, according to what we can do on our research, is over 30 years old. She's a little wore out, a little tired. And being 30 years old, there's some technology that it's missing that some of the newer compressors have. And this is a major capital project. Rough numbers were over $60,000 to replace this thing. So we know this isn't going to be a drop in the bucket. So we're trying these bigger events like a street dance. And this really kicks off our efforts for the next couple of years to replace that air compressor.
The last thing you want to do is be breathing any of that CO2 as you're going through the buildings.
Absolutely. There. As the chief of the department, my guys are my biggest asset that I have, and protecting them is always going to be number one to me. So this is something that I push for really hard. It's time for us to replace this air compressor. So we're hoping for a big turnout for this event, and then, of course, over the next couple of years, get this thing replaced.
Absolutely. Kyle Kirchoff, you just heard here from Tripoli Fire Department, along with Marv Christensen here on 95.1 The Bull. And just to kind of remind the community, especially to the town of Tripoli, are you guys more of a volunteer-based fire department?
Yeah, we're 28 volunteers, 24/7, 365. We answer the call. So,
and my hat's off to you guys. Sometimes you're like on call 24/7 when it calls.
Yep.
For the work.
Yep.
All right. Of course, more information on the street dance there. Of course, we will have that posted at 951thebull.com. But further information, also monetary donations, they can be made either before or after the the street dance, where will we send that to?
Yeah. So we have a Facebook page, Tripoli Fire on Facebook. We have all of our information on there. We post every month what our trainings are, what we're doing, what we're about, not just on the street dance. If you'd like to understand more about us, there's information there. But yeah, monetary donations can be dropped off at City Hall in Tripoli right there on Main Street.
All right. Sounds good. Well, any final notes, Kyle, Marv, on behalf of Tripoli Fire Department before we part ways this morning? Pretty much says it all right there. I appreciate
No, I'd like to drop a couple thank yous. First to Dawn for setting this up. This is a big way for us to reach the community. And number two, just the community in general. We've had fantastic support all the way up to this event. Like I said, hopefully Mother Nature plays well with others on Saturday, but we're looking forward to a good time.
Absolutely. Well, Kyle, Marv, thanks a lot for joining me here this morning on behalf of Tripoli Fire Department, and best of luck on the street dance. Let's make it a big one.
Thank you.
You bet. Kyle Kirchoff and Marv Christensen here on 95.1 The Bull. Our community conversation brought to you by Floyd County Medical Center on 95.1 The Bull.